So, PlayStation Spartacus has officially been announced, and, to everyone's disbelief, it's literally just PlayStation Plus. So, I'm going to be reading from the official PlayStation blog, and the headline reads, "All new PlayStation Plus launches in June with 700 plus games and more value than ever." PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now come together. Players can choose from 3 flexible options. Now, this is coming from Jim Ryan, and he says, "Since launching PlayStation Plus in 2010, SIE has been at the forefront of innovation with game subscription services. We were thrilled to be the first console membership service that included a refreshed library of games through PlayStation Plus, and also launched the first console game streaming service with PlayStation Now. Today, we are pleased to share with you official news about changes coming to our subscription services. This June, we're bringing together PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now in an all-new PlayStation Plus subscription service that provides more choice to customers across 3 membership tiers globally. Our focus is on providing high-quality, curated content with a diverse portfolio of games." So yeah, there are 3 tiers. The lowest tier, which is essentially what PlayStation Plus is now going to be called PlayStation Plus Essential, and you're going to be getting 2 monthly downloadable games, exclusive discounts, cloud storage for save games, and online multiplayer access. So it's literally just the same thing, and it's going to be $10 a month or $60 a year. So even the pricing is the exact same. Now if you go up the next tier, it's called PlayStation Plus Extra. It includes everything from the previous tier, but it adds a catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from our PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. Games in the extra tier are downloadable for play. Now this tier is going to be $15 a month, or if you decide to just pay for 1 year up front, it'll be $100 a year. And then the highest tier is called PlayStation Plus Premium, and you obviously get all the benefits from the previous 2 tiers. But the additional thing is you get an extra 340 games, including PS3 games available via cloud streaming, a catalog of beloved classic games available in both streaming and download options from the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP generations. Offers cloud streaming access for original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games offered in the extra and premium tiers in markets where PlayStation Now is currently available. Customers can stream games using PS4 and PS5 consoles and PC. Time-limited game trials will also be offered in this tier, so customers can try select games before they buy. And this price for the highest tier is going to be $18 a month or $120 for the full year. Now, to me, the middle tier, the extra tier, I don't really care about at all. Like, to me, that just seems like PlayStation Plus PlayStation Now. So like the essential tier is literally just PlayStation Plus, and then PlayStation Plus Extra is PS Plus and PS Now, and then Premium, you get all that stuff, plus, you can download PS1, PS2 games, and unfortunately we'll have to stream PS3 games, which, that's not a shocker. No one expected to be able to download PS3 games, but also something that could be interesting is you can do game trials now. So, if a game's about to release and you're like, oh, I don't know, it looks kind of good, but I don't know if I want to spend $60 or $70 on it. If you're subscribed to the premium tier, on this new subscription service, then you can get to try out the game. I don't know if it's going to be for like every game, like if God of War Ragnarok will be a thing, or if it'll be like games that like people aren't really excited for. You can play maybe like a few hours just to see if like, what, this game is good enough for me that I want to invest like more money to actually own it instead of just playing it for a few hours, So that is like a really good benefit for people, because there's a lot of people that don't want to spend $70 on every game, especially if they're not sold on the game. So if they can play it for a few hours, then obviously that makes sense. And the pricing is kind of up there, but actually if you look at it from a monthly basis, if you were to buy PS Plus and PS Now like right now, or whenever PS Now was like a thing, both of them were $10 a month. So you were paying like $20 a month, and now you would be paying $18 a month. So you actually are saving just a little bit of money, you know. But the main reason why I'm making this video, because this like news itself isn't anything crazy to me. Like, you know, this isn't mind blowing. This is honestly, to me, my thoughts on this is just a little bit disappointing. You know, the only thing I was looking forward to with this whole Spartacus service, you know, like the main thing I was wanting to be able to download like PS3 games, you know, which, I mean, obviously we won't be able to, which I'm not shocked. That's why I'm not super disappointed, you know. But I'm also going to hold off any more like negative judgments, and I think we all should, because we don't know what kind of games from the PS1, PS2, and PSP are going to actually be in this service, you know. So, I mean, if they end up showing it off, because this isn't coming out until June, so if like pretty much most of like PS1, PS2 games you can download, like that would be awesome, you know. But if it's like a lot of them you have to stream and only a few you can download, that'll be pretty disappointing. The main reason why I wanted to make a video about this is because I actually think the way Sony has announced this and what they've said, especially with Jim Ryan's interview, I think for those of you who are a PlayStation fan, which I mean you should be if you're watching my content, you should be very happy, because I mean, I'm not going to read word for word Jim Ryan's interview because it's pretty long, but I will have it linked down in the description below so you can check it out yourself. So I'm just going to paraphrase what he says. But pretty much Jim Ryan came out and said that, you know, because a lot of people, you know, before this got announced, they were like, oh, if Sony doesn't do day and date like Microsoft does with Xbox Game Pass, then it's going to be a fail and it's not a true competitor to Game Pass, you know. And Jim Ryan came out and said that like it's not possible for them to do that because, you know, they don't see that as a sustainable way to make profit, you know. Like they wouldn't be able to have as much money to invest into their major exclusives because, you know, I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but Microsoft is losing money with Game Pass. But the whole reason why they're doing that is because they're Microsoft. They can afford to lose money. Sony cannot. If Sony loses money, I mean, they could go out of business. Microsoft literally cannot go out of business. They have an unlimited amount of money, you know, so that's why Microsoft can afford to put their big major exclusives day and date on Game Pass, you know, because they can afford to, you know. And Jim Ryan in the article pretty much put it perfectly. He said that, you know, the cycle in which they make games works for them. You know, they invest money in these developers, in these games. Those games come out full price. They end up making a profit from the sales of the game, and then they take a little bit of that profit and they reinvest it into those games for sequels or just new IPs, and they just keep recycling, rinse, repeat, recycle. And it works for Sony, you know? And Jim Ryan pretty much said that like they don't want to compromise the quality of their exclusives, you know, because that's what makes PlayStation. And if you put your major exclusives in PlayStation Plus, that would just diminish the quality of the games, and true PlayStation fans would not be happy, you know, because I mean, quality is what makes PlayStation, you know. So I'm really happy Jim Ryan said what he said, you know, and he pretty much said that like gaming is not the same as like music and movies, and that's true, you know. I mean you might disagree, but I mean it's just a fact. Like just because movies and music is really successful, you can't try and make video games like that. Like they're different genres. Like they're like not all entertainment is meant for everyone to consume. You know, not everyone that likes video games likes to watch movies or likes to listen to music, and vice versa, you know. I'm just really tired of people trying to defend and say that like everything should be made for everyone, when that's just simply not true, because not everyone is the same. Everyone has different tastes, you know. So yeah, I mean, I'm really glad that Sony is like, doubling down on, you know, like just making major exclusives, you know, just continuing to do what they do, what makes them, you know? You know, because honestly, I mean, I would save money if Sony did take their exclusives and put it in like PlayStation Plus, you know, because who would rather spend $70 or $18 for a game? Of course, you would choose $18 because you would save money, but I wouldn't do that because I want a physical copy of a game. You know, I want to support Sony as much as I can because I believe in them. I believe in their business model. I believe in their major exclusives. And I do see what Microsoft is doing with trying to get more people around the world to try and like become gamers. But not everyone's going to want to be a gamer, you know. Video games aren't meant for everyone, you know. What do you guys think? Down below, let me know how you feel about PlayStation announcing these 3 new tiers. Which of these tiers do you find the most interesting? Are you going to subscribe to a higher tier, or are you just going to stay subscribed to the lowest tier? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, drop it a like and consider subscribing if you're new by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.